Welcome, everyone. I'm Kimberly Boschman, and this is the Intentionally Intuitive podcast. In this episode, we're going to take a look at each life path number, the forecast for the new moon that's going to be occurring on September 2nd or 3rd, depending on where you live in the world. Before we get into the forecast, this, of course, is a general reading. If you would like a personalized reading where we take a look at your own personal numerology, I would love to work with you. You can book some time with me. My information is in the description box below. All right, let's take a look. Life path number 9. So you are going to be working with the vibration of the 1 and the 2 for this illumination. So there's definitely something here about yourself, right? Your identity, your expression, how you want, what it is that you want. And there's something here about taking a closer look at or kind of further exploring what it is that you want. And this can be, because this is a general reading, so it can be about anything, right? Relationships, career, travel, whatever. To take a close look at what it is that you want and then make a decision about it, right? This is a very decisive period, or is meant to be, where you could find yourself sort of at some kind of a crossroads or an intersection where you have to decide which way to go. And ultimately, it needs to come back to making the decisions that are going to move you in the direction that will get you to where you want to go, right? And so that's why I say there could be an opportunity to take a closer look at or to reevaluate the direction that you're moving in whatever area this sort of shows up for you. And just make sure that it feels good for you, right? It could be with relationships because we do have that vibration of the 2. And a lot of times when we have these together, it can be about kind of looking at your relationships and seeing, where is it that there needs to be some changes in those relationships. And because we have the vibration of the 1, it could also be about where is it that you might be a little stubborn in certain areas when it comes to those relationships and those connections. And where is it that you need to sort of break free from that stubbornness and, be a little bit more flexible. And in doing so, you may see those relationships flow a lot more, a lot better, right? You might see some healing take place in that relationship. Also can be about, again, exploring what it is that you want out of your relationships. Are you getting that? What changes might need to be made in order to get those results, right? So there's a lot of self-exploration with this vibration, a lot of also taking up more space in your connections, standing up for yourself, speaking up for what it is that you want, but also it all stems from that decision, those being decisive and also discerning about making sure that the choices that you're making are, again, moving you in the direction that you want to be moving towards. So again, this can be any spectrum, any part of life that this comes in for you, career, relationships, projects, travel, whatever. But it's definitely asking you to be true to you, to be true to yourself in making these decisions, to not sacrifice yourself for others, to make others comfortable, but to really speak up for yourself and speak out for what it is that you want, what it is that you need. And if you find yourself in any situation where a decision has to be made, this is the time to do it, right? And understanding that anytime we make a decision, we have to release something so that we can say yes to something else, right? We have to say no to something to say yes to something else. And there can be a period of grief in that because there's a period of release, right? We're releasing what we're saying no to so that we can say yes to what we want to say yes to. And sometimes that can feel great, but sometimes that can feel challenging as well. So this could be a period where, you're at that point where you have to make some kind of a decision. And in order to do that, you do have to release something. And that can be difficult. So honor whatever comes up for you in that process, but don't second guess yourself in that decision, right? Stick to it and know that the decision that you're making at this point, even though it can be difficult, is the right decision for you in this moment, if you're staying true to yourself. So beautiful energy here, but could feel a little uncomfortable, could feel a little bit difficult. But at the end of the day, you're at the core of it, right? Your happiness, your health, your satisfaction, your fulfillment, all that is what is being highlighted at this time. But you'll have to make some decisions in order to either get there or to maintain that vibration. So yeah, so potentially a period of a lot of decision making at this time. But do yourself a favor and really explore how you feel about it, what you feel you need, and let that drive your decision making. So I hope it's a great one. Take care, nines. Bye for now.